This looks like a scene from a horror movie. This fog is so thick. Good morning, everybody. It's currently 8:34 in the morning. I am heading to pick up Kevin because something happened with the E30 last night when we were trying to bring it home from the dealership after they serviced it. So got my Dunkin'. Pretty good. They didn't fuck up my order. I gotta run some errands first, and then bring you guys back when we're with Kevin and at the E30.
That's never a good sign.
Kerchow. What do we got going on today?
Alright, so battery died because we think the alternator stopped charging, or something could be overdrawing. We could be screwing something up by using a marine battery. We could be screwing something up because we have a different ground in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put everything back the way it was, not turn the wipers on, and see if that changes anything. Alright, Kevin's currently going to take her out of here, and we'll see you guys back at the house. Hopefully no cars coming, we can get right behind him. Fuck it, we going. Easy peasy. Safety first, gotta put seatbelt on, boys. Go catch us an E30. Look at this fog, dude. It's still foggy. It's over 2 hours later, and we're still this foggy outside. Wild. We did it. We were able to catch up with him. Thankfully, we're right behind him, so if anything does go wrong, I can put my hazards on, and he doesn't have to worry about somebody slamming into the back of him. I'll just take the hit. Well, guys. In typical fashion, the vehicle is leaking coolant. I don't know how much you'll be able to see on camera, but I had it into the dealership. They said that there was an open recall on some radiator hoses, so they redid going into the heater core, and then they added something down below. They also messed around over here. I have coolant coming out of here. It's pissing out of here, and if we come around to the back of the vehicle, you can see how much we've lost. So all that is coolant that has just kind of, you know, yeeted itself out from the vehicle. Unfortunately, we won't be doing any work to it this weekend, but that won't really matter for you guys because we'll just cut to when we're actually working on it next time. Got some new stickers, got a Liberty Walk, got that one in Japan, got that at an event, and then we ordered some new parts, and they sent us out some stickers as well. Even though we've got bad news that the vehicle is not drivable at the moment, let's show you guys some cool stuff. So I picked up some fat ass tires and rims off Facebook Marketplace, and I'm gonna unload these. We're gonna mount one on the vehicle just to kind of see how they fit, because they are super fat. And I don't know if they're going to fit underneath the vehicle without any kind of modification. Good news is the BMW dealership is going to take the vehicle back, and they're paying for the tow. The tow company should be out here within the next probably 30 to 45 minutes. So I'm not going to fit the wheels up just yet. I'll bring them in the garage and kind of mock it up and see what it would look like. And yeah, once it's back from the dealership, then we'll be able to tear into this thing and do some more work to it. With the E30 back from the dealership, we still have some slight issues. So the leak over in this area that the dealership caused has been fixed. Now, after they touched this, coincidentally, this started leaking here, and they quoted me $800 to fix this, which I believe is just a gasket issue. I think it's just a gasket issue. But regardless, I think what happened was they fixed this, they pressurized the system, over-pressurized it, blew out the gasket, didn't feel like it was their fault, and now I'm stuck with the with fixing it. Before it got sent off to the dealership, I also, or before it went back to the dealership, I want to take apart this steering column today and try and replace the high beams, the turn signal, and the wipers, and get that all working. I have the components for it. I've had them for a little while, but we just got to take off the 2 screws down here that hold it in place, pop off the 2 covers, and see what we're working with. All right. We're just at the part where we're ready to install these new ones. Now, what I didn't realize is there's actually 3 things on this stock here. So you got 1, 2, and then 3 down below. I think I only got these 2. Not really sure what this one's for. So that's a little bit annoying. But what I did was, you have to remove the steering wheel, obviously. Then there's 2 screws on the bottom that screw down here and hold it in. And then once you remove your steering wheel, there's 2 more screws that go in through the top of this and into the bottom of this guy here. So with that all done, you can just kind of pop this up and out of your way so you can access these screws to take off your turn signal and your wipers, or your wipers and your turn signal, one of the 2. Let's bring you guys up to speed on what I have been tinkering with here. So this is our issue here. These 2 hoses, I believe this is the return, and I believe this is the feed, because this one's full and it's coming from the back of the motor. I think it's coming from the I don't really know. I'll be honest, no idea where that goes. But anyway, they go in here and heat up the air, or heat up the throttle body, so that way it doesn't freeze if any moisture does get inside here. Now this car is not going to be driven in the winter, and it doesn't really get too cold here. And if anything did happen, I could always just shoot some brake clean in there or starting fluid to kind of free it up. So my idea is to bypass it, and the way I'm going to do that is either plug this and plug that, or the route that I feel better about is connecting a small piece of tube from inside there to inside that, tightening down the hose clamps so that way if it does need to complete that circuit, it can. But I realize that taking this off and resealing it is way too much work for me at the moment, only because I have to take off the intake manifold and all sorts of stuff, which isn't really on my to-do list at the moment. The E30 is currently put on hold since I do need to order I don't really know. I think I just need a coupling. I'm gonna have to get some measurements of the diameter of that hose that's right there, so I can just splice those 2 guys together. Now let me show you something else that's pretty cool. Take off this trickle charger. Right quick. Disconnected here. Alright, so put battery on. That's good enough. And we come in here. So, doesn't show here, but you can see turn signal is working. that turn signal's working. You can see the reflection over there. Let me turn off my light. There we go. And then, if you look, high beams. We have high beams now. So I still have to get this guy, and then I gotta order that connector, and this stuff will be all buttoned up. If any of you guys down in the comments can let me know what exactly I am missing here. I know that this is turn signal, but I don't know what that is. And I know it's supposed to be something. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. It's been a long day for me, and I'm at the point now where I got to order parts in order to continue working on the car, which seems to be a common theme here. If you guys did enjoy the episode, please be sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already done so. We will be doing a lot of work to this car, and we got a lot of fun things planned and events that we'd like to go to in the future. So if you guys want to stick around and see all that happen, be sure to subscribe. I really appreciate all the support that we've been getting on the videos lately. So I'll leave it off there, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.